Welcome to the IDEEA podcast, a channel for the IDEEA Hospitality Investment Forum, which is an annual gathering for the hospitality investment community in Eastern Europe. Tune in to insightful conversations between the IDEEA team and hospitality investment leaders and innovators across Europe. And now let's dive right into today's episode.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to IDEEA podcast series. We will be, throughout our podcast series, be announcing the event that we're holding in September. It's September 18th to 20th. It's called IDEEA Hospitality Investment Forum. It's going to be held in Prague this year, and it's going to be amazing. So if you haven't registered, please go to the website and do that as soon as possible because we still have the early bird rate on. Today, we have as our guest Mrs. Magdalena Sekutowska. She's a Senior Director of Development for the Central Eastern Europe from Hilton. Magdalena, welcome.
Hello, it's very nice to be here with you.
It's great to have you here today with us. So today, our main subject is wellness industry within hospitality. Very important, very growing recently. I have a data here from the Global Wellness Institute saying that they've done a study. It's actually the first ever global analysis on link between wellness, happiness, and health. And it seems that there are 5 main wellness economy sectors that actually increase human happiness. And that is workplace wellness, wellness real estate, healthy eating and physical activity, thermal and mineral springs, and of course, wellness industry. So we will be talking about the wellness industry today. And Magdalena, let me ask you a little bit about that and how Hilton is moving on in that segment. So traditionally, we know that international hospitality brands were not as involved in the management of medical hotels, wellness hotels. But it seems that recent changes in customers' demand actually show that people travel more for health and wellness, and they're looking to have familiar brands in those locations, which means, of course, brands are then looking to expand in those regions as well. How do you see those changes in the market, and what benefits does Hilton brings as you as Hilton can bring to the owner?
Sure, yes. Globally, the wellness economy is expected to see an annual growth rate of almost 10%. And within that, the global wellness tourism sector is expected to grow at the rate of almost 21% from 2020 to 2025. Various recent studies also indicate that hotels with significant wellness offerings generate about 40% more in total revenue per available room on average compared to hotels with no wellness. And in addition to that, properties with extensive wellness operations benefit from 20% higher ADR and generate 48% more in average revenue per room compared to hotels with minor wellness operations. Our Hilton's newly released 2023 Trends Report, which is a global study unpacking how travel needs and interests are changing, confirms this trend. It shows that travelers are looking to immerse themselves in local culture and also to prioritize personal wellness. Hilton, has been present in wellness destinations, such as various types of resorts, also including mineral and thermal spa towns, such as Hilton in Evian, Doubletree by Hilton, and Hampton by Hilton in Bath, Hampton by Hilton and Hilton in Świnoujście. We do focus on hotel and spa operations, which can function as standalone facilities or form part of larger mixed-use complexes, which also include medical or other recreational facilities, such as marinas, aqua parks, schemes, or medical facilities. but we don't really take care of the medical aspect, right? We have distinct spa brands, Euphoria for our full-service hotels, Waldorf Astoria Spa, Conrad Spa, and LXR Spa concepts for our luxury brands.
Magdalena, you just mentioned a couple of brands that you already have specifically for wellness hotels. Do you have any plans in developing new brands that will be focused solely on this type of product?
We don't have any plans for new brands. We are looking continually at various development opportunities throughout the region to develop specific projects which would work for the specific destination. Some of them are going to focus on mostly environmental aspect of it, and some on operations. We have a full team of spa and wellness specialists who design and operate our spas. Our wellness team develops concepts and commercial tools to create owner return and support and additive on property experience. So really not focusing on medical aspect, but to identify spa and fitness solutions that will deliver the most innovative ways of dealing with a specific destination area, need.
Magdalena, so you just mentioned in the beginning that the wellness industry is increasing and growing 20% on an annual basis. So you're covering the entire CE region, which means all the Hilton products. Do you see the same ratio and same growth in the CE in terms of the wellness product? Do you think this is something that will be coming a little bit later than in Western Europe, maybe 2-3 years? What is your sentiment there, and where do you see the development in the CE region?
The wellness and health awareness in the CE has been strong and continues to grow. Yes, I see a lot of growth in various destinations throughout the region. As the economies of the CE countries grow, the disposable income in the population in the CE countries also increases, and so does the wellness economy. There are many thriving wellness markets in the CE already, but dominated by domestic, local independent hotels. A perfect case study for this are various towns along the Polish-Baltic Sea coast, which have many health spa hotels operating full year, but very few internationally branded hotels.
And the owners are also individuals, or do you see any funds coming into this market?
It's mostly individuals, family-run hotels. And there is quite a few of those underdeveloped destinations. There are, health spa destinations in Poland, Hungary, Czechia, Romania. There are a lot of assets which still need to be turned around. Even the whole towns which need to be redeveloped, frankly. Strong brands such as ours can put such locations back on the world map, if you will. If someone is looking to go to such a destination, if they see a branded hotel, it will definitely, or it would definitely attract the attention. It has a potential for making these destinations more accessible to wider guest base, encouraging domestic guests, but also motivating international guests to go there. Examples of such locations are Széchenyi Baths on Rudas Baths in Budapest, Hungary, Karlovy Vary in Czechia, thermal and mineral springs destinations, Tatra Mountains, both on the Slovak and Polish sides, Tbilisi Sulfur Baths in Georgia, Krynica Zdrój, Ciechocinek, Świnoujście, and Albers in Poland. So quite a lot to choose from.
And do you see any international funds, or do you think that eventually in the future they will be also interested in investing in such properties?
Currently, from what I hear, international funds are looking for more traditional resort locations, coastal fronted locations in Southern Europe. But it's a matter of time, and actually, the more internationally branded hotels arrive in such, destinations, the more interest for us they are going to generate.
Okay. Magdalena, thank you so much. I'm sure, and well, I know because the program is just being done, that we will be discussing this topic further on at IDEEA in September. I do hope that we will hear about some new signings until September, or maybe we have some announcement at the event. Thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure talking to you, and we'll meet soon in Prague.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in September.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the IDEEA podcast, the channel for the IDEEA Hospitality Investment Forum. You can find a full transcript of this conversation in the content library on idea-forum.com with other reports and insights. We look forward to welcoming you and your colleagues in person at IDEEA in Prague on the 18th through 20th of September 2023. If you haven't registered yet, please go to idea-forum.com to purchase your pass today and save before ticket prices increase. Please feel free to email us with any questions at hello@thebench.com. Until the next episode, stay safe and keep well.